Hi, boys and girls. We're going to do our last bit of work on our chicken incubation. So when we do science next week, we'll be doing something different. The chicks will still be around. They aren't going anywhere, and you'll still be able to see them. But we're going to stop doing work in our packet. We didn't get to do everything I wanted to do this year, but that's okay. Next year, when you're third graders, you will get to participate with the second graders doing the chick hatching experiment. But don't tell the second graders for next year about it. It'll be a surprise, okay? But I will definitely have you be part of it. I'll talk to Mrs. LaFay, and we'll do the whole lesson together, the whole project together, okay? I want you to be able to be part of it. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to share my screen. I want you to have your packet ready because we're going to go through a whole bunch of stuff in the packet. We're going to fill some things in together, and then you can do some on your own. All right, so let's get to my share screen. And okay, so we're going to start with this here. And the next word, the next vocabulary word is brooder. And right now the chicks are in a brooder. We don't have to fill in the day anymore. And we'll talk about this side in a minute, but let's start with the word brooder. Okay, and let me get my tools. Let me see. There's my tools here. Okay. So we're going to get, and let me just drag it over. Oops. Let me tell you, I've learned a lot doing distance learning. So brooder, and let me get a color that's going to show up really well. Let's try a nice dark green. Whoops. Next. There we go. B-R-O-O-D-E-R, brooder. And okay, so that you should be writing on the line here. Okay. And brooder has, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3 vowels, and 1, 2, 3, 4 consonants. And the word brooder is a special box for baby chicks to live in. So I want to write a little bit more than that though, okay? So it's a box for baby chicks to live in. Make this a capital A. It keeps them warm. They have room to run and food and water to eat and drink. You don't have to write all that. I just wanted you to know what it was. Let's see, I just want to make sure this is dark enough for you to see. You just might have to go to black. And okay, so hopefully you can see that. A box for baby chicks to live in. It keeps them warm. They have room to run and food and water to eat and drink. And so what I'd like you to do down here is to draw a picture of it, okay? So if you've watched the video, or you will watch the video afterwards of the chicks, take a look at it, draw a picture of what it looks like in their brooder right now. You can write about this. I'm not requiring you to do. You can add to it if you want to. It's just extra information and makes you think about them. This is the most important part right now. All right, so we're going to move on to the next. Go to my mouse, we'll go to the next page. Okay, and I have to make sure I bring this to the front. Okay. Where'd you go? There you are. And let's share the screen again. Okay, so the next word is, well, we see something familiar here. Tools again. My tools go away every time I remove this. All right, so we see the word nut, right? Nut, and I see ents, but this U is a long U, so we say nutrients, nutrients. Okay. And nutrients has 1, 2, 3 vowels. That's it. A big long word like that only has 3 vowels. So that must mean it has 3 syllables, right? Nutrients. Ah, it works, doesn't it? Vowel sounds and syllables. Consonants 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It means there's 9 letters altogether because 3 plus 6 equals 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Always like to check my work. Don't forget to write the word up here. And actually, you can write it in cursive. Let me do it along with you. N-U-T-R-I-E-N-T-S. Nutrients. And you could have done Brooder in cursive too, because we've learned all these letters if you did the cursive lesson already today. Okay. So nutrients, this word means the vitamins and minerals that keep living things healthy. You need nutrients. I need nutrients. Okay. The vitamins and minerals. I'm not starting with a capital because this really isn't a sentence. It's a definition. The vitamins and minerals that keep living things healthy. All right. You can write that in cursive if you want to. I think maybe we're not quite ready for writing a whole definition like that yet. If you feel ready, you can go ahead, write it in manuscript, then write it in cursive to practice. But I'm not using a capital letter or punctuation because this is a definition. It is not a sentence. On the page before for incubate, for Brooder, I wrote a couple of sentences about it. This one here, I'm just giving you what it means. The word means the vitamins and minerals that keep living things healthy. Space here. Okay, so draw what nutrients look like to you. What do you think about when you think about things that keep living things healthy? All right, and again, you don't have to worry about completing this part here. All right, so now I'm going to see if I can stop share. I'm going to go to my document and go to the next page, and then I'll share again. Okay, and the last word we have is environment. We don't say on, we don't say environment, we say environment. Okay, environment. Say it with me. Environment. 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 Some people pronounce it differently. So there's 4 syllables. I must have 4 vowel sounds. E, I, O, E. There we go. There's 4. Let me get my annotating tool. So 4 vowels, and look at all these consonants. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 consonants. So if there are 4 vowels and 7 consonants, 4 and 7 makes 11. That means there's 11 letters in this word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right. Okay, so the V we just learned today in cursive. If you've already practiced it, you can go ahead and write this in cursive. If not, just write it in manuscript. E, N, V, I, R, O, N, M, E, N, T. Cross my T, dot my I. Okay? All right. So environment. I think some of you might already know what this means. So it's the conditions around us. The environment is just the conditions around us. There we go. That right there. Okay. So you're going to draw the environment. Draw the environment you live in. What kind of environment do you live in? What are your conditions like around you? Okay. And you can write something here if you want to, but you don't need to. Okay. All right. So let me stop sharing this. We're going to go on to the next page. So if you can find the page in your book that is it says unscramble the scrambled words. Okay, this one right here. Okay. So there are 12 vocabulary words here that we've seen. And what you're going to do is for number 1, you're going to write the word, and you can write all these words in cursive. I would think it's great if you could practice, right? So number 1, I think you can tell what that word is, right? If you don't know, look back at some of the vocabulary words that we used, or look back in your packet and you will find them easily. Okay. Number 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's an easy one. You'll figure that one out. Okay. And this one here is not swing. So if you think it's swing, that's not a word that has to do with our chickens. So there's another word. This one here and this one here. Okay. So you should be able to get all of these words. Like I said, go back in your packet to find them. Okay. So that you can do on your own. All right. Let's go to the next sheet, which is caring for our chickens, our chicks. Okay. So chicks need, let's see what they need. And hopefully you looked at the video of the chicks before you started doing this, so you will be able to draw. So let's see what our chicks need. Do they need food? Absolutely. So we should circle that. Do they need a pillow? No. They might like a pillow, but they don't really need one. Not like Una Oodlefunk with her egg, right? They didn't need a pillow. Do they need rules? They're not going to follow them. Do they need heat? Absolutely. Do they need music? They don't need music. Do they need popcorn? Not right now. They might eat popcorn later on, but not right now. They need water. Okay, so remember, these are needs, not wants, needs. Jelly beans? A blanket? No, I don't think so. And they don't need jackets either. Do they need a flashlight? Do they need room to move? Yes. And that's why next week we'll be putting them in a bigger area because the chicks are growing and that brooder is not big enough for them to stay in as they grow. Do they need a TV? No. They have access to a TV here. They can see it. Do they need stickers? No. Do they need friends? Chickens are social animals and they like to have friends, but do they need friends? Not really. And I don't know that I would call them friends. We have to think about what a friend is, right? Someone that we care about. And I don't know, they like to have the companionship of other chickens. So they don't need pencils. They don't need crayons. Do they need a place to potty? They potty right where they are. Do they need homework? No, I don't think you need homework either, do you? Do they need a birthday cake? No. A place to potty, they do need a place to go to the bathroom. They just go wherever they are. So this one, I don't even know if we should circle that one, but we will. Our chicks are happy in their school environment. So we're not going to put school in their home environment, okay? So they're in my home. So we'll put just in their home environment. All right, so I want you to draw down here about their environment. Where are they now? What important things do they need to have in there? So you should be able to draw all the details. Look at the video to help you. You could look at the pictures that are on the stream that shows when I put the chicks in the brooder and what they have to have. So think about all these things up here that they have to have and what you see in the video and draw a detailed picture down here. Okay, I think we have one more to go. Yep, two more. Okay, so this one here is hidden words. So circle the hidden words on the list. The words can be hidden up, down, or diagonally. When you have finished, use the leftover letters to find a message. What is the message? Okay, so let's do a few of these together. So I think what I'm going to do is I will use a highlighter. Oops. Yeah, we're going to cancel that. Okay, I'm not going to use the highlighter. It's causing me some grief here. So we'll just go to the drawing tool. And I'm going to use a more, well, I don't need to explain. Okay, so let's find the word egg. Let's see if we can find the word egg here. Did you find it yet? There's the word egg. So we can cross it off the list. And the next word is, you should know this one from all the talking we've done, right? Embryo. Embryo, as the chick was developing, called it the embryo. There it is right there. I'm going to cross it out on my list. Okay. So just keep going this way until you find all the words, cross them all off as you find them, and then use the letters that are left over to write a message. Okay? And we have one more to go. Okay, and this is a crossword puzzle, which we haven't done in a while. All right, so there's the crossword puzzle. And the clues across and down: what heats the incubator? What controls the light bulb and the heat in the incubator? What do you use to incubate eggs? What do you call an unborn chick? What does a thermometer measure? And what job must be done with the eggs 3 or more times a day? So let's see. Let's just do a couple of them together. All right. So what heats the incubator? And let me see. Where's my packet here, because I don't see the numbers there. Okay, so that would be A across right here. A across. So what heats the incubator? A heat lamp. Oops. A M P, a heat lamp. Okay, and let's do one of the down ones. Okay, so B down, right? B down here. What controls the light bulb and the heat in the incubator? What controls the light bulb? I'm going to do F across first because I'm not sure about this one down here. All right, let's do F across. I know what I want to say it is, but I don't think it's going to fit there. What job must be done with the eggs 3 or more times a day? What job must be done? I know they need to be turned. That doesn't quite fit there. I'm going to have to look at the answer sheet. pretty soon. D across. What do you call an unborn chick? Well, I know what we do. We call that an embryo. I think I'll complete the whole thing with you because some of these look a little bit tricky. Embryo. How about C down? C down. What do you use to incubate the eggs? Well, that's easy, right? I, N, C, U, B. And when you're doing single letters like this, it's a good idea not to do them in cursive, to do them in manuscript. Okay. So we've got the down ones. Let's do the across one here. E across. What does a thermometer measure? It measures the temperature. T-E-M-P-E-R-A-T-U. R-E, temperature. Okay. So now I'm stuck on these two. I might have to find the answer key here. Oh, I don't think you would have gotten this one, and maybe a parent would have helped you. What regulates the temperature and control, it doesn't really control the light bulb. It controls the heat in the incubator, but not the light bulb. And that would be the thermostat. You have a thermostat in your house that regulates the temperature in your house. There's a thermostat in the incubator, but not the heat lamp. I think that's what threw me off. Thermostat. And, oh, okay, I was right. I just didn't know the form of this word. What job must be done with the eggs 3 or more times a day? I was going to say turn them, but turning is the word that fits here. Turning. I'm glad I did this with you. Okay, great. All right. So you're going to just finish up this packet and get it done by Friday if you can. I think you should be able to do that. I've gone over everything with you. And so we'll still visit with the chicks next week, I promise. And when it's time for them to leave, we will make sure that we say a proper goodbye to them. Okay? All right. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.